All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Passive Cash Flow Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Fragnino. This is episode number 24. We're going to talk about some good news. So as you know, there's been so much bad news out there. We're going to talk about some good news today to make us feel good, to help us remind ourselves that, hey, there's a lot of great people out there. In fact, most of us are great people. We're doing great things right now. So there's amazing things going on. And unfortunately, the media doesn't always focus on that. So I'm going to focus on that right now. There's been a 6-month suspension on U.S. federal student loan payments that are now in effect. I personally just paid off my student loan debt literally in February. So unfortunately, that doesn't apply to me. Hopefully, you've paid off your student debt as well. It felt very good. But if you haven't, then you have a chance to suspend those payments on that student debt, so take advantage of that. Also, the New England Patriots sent its team jet to deliver 1.2 million N95 masks from China to Boston. Now, I'm not a Patriots fan. I am a Giants Yankees fan, and definitely think they're a better team. But overall, I am very happy that the Patriots did this, and it's great to see the NFL participating and helping out things here. Also, New York City opened a special center for kids of healthcare and other essential workers on the front lines of the COVID-19. So we're really trying to reach out to those healthcare workers and do things to help them and their children in these tough times. Thank goodness they're there for us, and everyone, our sanitation workers, all the police officers, firefighters, anyone that helps here in our day-to-day activity, our lives and our society, to keep them running. Just some quick updates as well on what we're doing here at People's Capital Group. We've had over 95% collections on one of our buildings, so that's good news there. We're still, working with a lot of investors and communicating very well with them and keeping our tenants happy and safe as best we can, and advising them all the resources there to help them. So the good news is that, PCG is doing well. We're making sure we're communicating with all the people we work with, keeping our tenants happy so our investors are happy, and trying to work out deals and payment plans with any tenants that are running into challenges on paying the rent. So we are really trying to work and improve some things there on PCG and keep the wheels turning through these tough times. Let's go back into some fun and positive news stories. Joann stores are handing out free fabric supplies at curbside to anyone sewing masks, sewing face masks at home. So if you're sewing face masks at home and you want some supplies to do that, Joann stores are offering them. Interesting. Also, Virginia reportedly becomes the first state in the South to mandate the 100% clean power. So we're going green there. That's interesting. They're saying how much less pollution is going into the world, how much the world's not shaking that. We're all moving so much less and quarantining. It's crazy what an impact humans have on the globe. We actually shake it when we're all working and moving the economy day by day. But now that we're all quarantining, it's not. That's a crazy fact I heard. Here's something fun. Missouri deer hunters donate 350,000 pounds of venison to food banks across the state. So that's something interesting. Those pesky deer eating our flowers can now be fed to hungry people across the state. Sorry if you're a vegetarian, but if you had a garden in New Jersey, you don't really feel bad for the deer after a while. Also, California government attacks the crisis of homeless by donating nearly 300 state-owned buildings for shelter. So I love this headline. California is donating buildings that they own. I always think cities should do this. Cities have so much real estate. If you've ever driven through Newark, New Jersey, you see a lot of abandoned properties, and that's terrible. It's an eyesore. It's dangerous for the neighbors. It's where people go to sell drugs and get in trouble. It starts fires. It can burn down neighborhoods. So abandoned real estate is a bad thing. And whenever cities take over real estate for lack of tax payment or the property's abandoned or whatnot, and the city doesn't do anything with that real estate, it really annoys me as a real estate investor. We've tried to buy a lot of real estate from the city of Newark, real estate that's owned by the city of Newark, that's sitting there wasting away, causing problems. The city doesn't even really cooperate with you to sell you that real estate. They might have 2 or 3 meetings and then never get back to you. So it's hard to buy real estate estate from the city. They tend to just like hoard it and it goes to waste. So I like this headline because, the city should not be hoarding real estate and not either selling it to investors who are going to turn it over and make the best use of that real estate, or the city should improve it themselves and create jobs and maybe give it out to the homeless or low-income housing or whatever this area needs the most. But cities should not take real estate and hoard it. Newark does that. We've never been a fan of the city of Newark for doing that. And maybe they'll watch this video and they'll start selling us some more of their city-owned real estate. Or not. We'll see. But guys, this is Aaron Fragnillo of People's Capital Group here. I did just want to do a quick video with some positive headlines. Here's one more positive headline. The CDC director commits to free coronavirus testing for anyone in the U.S., regardless of insurance. So, the government, I really think they're out there trying to help us. Hopefully the PPP funds get reimbursed again and more funds go into the PPP and more small business owners can get those government loans to help out us small business owners at this time. But as far as what we're doing here at People's Capital Group, we're keeping a keen eye on the market. We're making sure our investors are aware of what's going on. We're paying interest to our investors where it's owed, and we're also continuing to work with our tenants to make sure that our buildings are performing during these tough times. So if you want to learn more about how you can team up with PCG and apply to qualify for an investment with People's Capital Group, go to our website, peoplescapitalgroup.com, and subscribe to our podcast for new episodes every Friday. We also have a YouTube channel called People's Capital Group on YouTube. Check that out and check in for more videos next week. Thanks a lot.